Honor and respects. This is Sancista Brujo Luis. So I'm heading to the local market to restock on herbs, resins, probably sea salts. I got a list. I got to restock. A lot of people say you go to a market to pick up all these things. Actually, you wouldn't believe how many magical, actually the whole market, if you look at it, anything that's grown naturally has a magical and spiritual property. So I often go to the local market, I make a list of things that I need, and I buy them. So I don't know if I'm going to record inside the market, but I'll show you what I picked up at the store, at the market, and how I use them spiritually or magically. But again, make a list when you go to the market of your spiritual ingredients, your magical ingredients, or anything that you may need in your spiritual magical workings. You wouldn't believe 99% of that stuff you're gonna find it in a market. So I'm heading to Market Basket here in Massachusetts. Show you, I don't know if I'll record inside the store, but I'll show you what I got. First of all, I want to apologize for the lighting. It's noon, so the sun's right above me. This past week, a couple of friends of mine came from New York, and they wanted me to take them to Salem, Massachusetts. I went to Salem, Massachusetts, and we did a lot of shopping. One of the interesting things is there's this shop in Salem, Massachusetts. It's a botanical store where they have jars of herbs, and I like to go there because I like to pick stuff that you can't find anywhere else. That's where I find my Jobs Tears, my John The Conqueror Root, my Adam and Eve root, whatever. Stuff that I can't find in a local market. Because most of the spiritual stuff that I purchase in a market. Now, while we were there, it was funny because while we were there, this lady had come in and she was looking around frantically. And so she says to the clerk of the store, "Do you have any pine cones?" And I looked at her, I'm like, pine cones? I'm like, Mama, we're in Massachusetts, first of all, and behind the store there's a forest of pine trees all over the place. So I said, honey, there's a forest behind us. You can find pine cones all over the place. And she's like, no, I need pine cones scented in, and there's a snowbank right here. Let me pass this. Sorry, I didn't want to trip over that. So she said, I need pine cones scented with cinnamon. I just stood quiet. I have nothing to say to that. I'm in Massachusetts. There's 800 species of pine. If I need pine, I go into the forest and I pick it up. If I go into the market, I make a list of spiritual, magical things that I need, and I pick it up there. And if I need stuff that I can't find at a local supermarket, then I go to a spiritual supply shop where I can find my John The Conqueror Root, my Adam and Eve roots, my lodestones, which you cannot find in a supermarket. But I just thought it was so funny that she's looking for pine cones scented with cinnamon when we're in Massachusetts, and you can just go into the back of the woods, 800 species. Go pick it up. Here I am at my spice section, and I'm just gonna make my list. Bay laurel, I need that. So here I'm at the market. I need some bay. What else do I need? Star anise. Ooh, and nutmeg. Good stuff, nutmeg. So here I am in the bean section, dried beans. Right here. Fava. $1.89. For all this fava. I'll probably take 2 tags for that. Fava. Here's some rice flour. $2.49. And also, I like the thin cornmeal for my magical spiritual working. So I'll probably take rice flour. $2.49. And cornmeal. And here we have sea salt, fine. Of course, 2 for $4. So I'll take 2. And 2 of this. Poppies, poppy seeds. How much is the poppy seeds? $2.99. poppies. So right here we have this, and I love the stuff for tying things. How much is this? I think I got some at home. I got a whole bunch of that at home. So I'm back from the market, and I did all my herbs shopping. Like I said, I went to the botanicals in Salem, and you can go to a market, a local market, and pick up a lot of your herbs. Here we have sesame seed. We have bay leaves. How many ounces is this? 1.5. We have nutmeg, nuez moscada. I use these a lot for my. We have allspice, malagueta, linden or tilo. Put them right here. Oregano, thyme. What else did I buy? Star anise, cinnamon. I bought 2 types of sea salt. I bought the coarse. I bought 2 of those because they were 2 for $4. And those are good for purification and cleansing. And the fine sea salt. What else did I buy at the market? I bought 2 cardamom. Let's see. And poppy seeds. And I think that's it on cloves. A lot of your spiritual things you can buy at a grocery store, okay? When you have a list, you know, and you're going to the market, I'm just stocking up because of the winter. Spring is coming, and so a lot of the stuff I do grow, you know, let's see, what do I grow? I grow thyme. I grow thyme in my garden. I didn't buy rosemary because I grow rosemary and stuff like that. But stuff that I usually I can't grow. Of course, I can't grow cinnamon, so I buy that. I buy my star anise. But you can find all this stuff at your local market, at your local shopping market. You don't have to especially go to a Botanica or to a occult shop. I mean, you can find your, like, your John The Conqueror Root, your lodestones there. But a lot of the stuff that you need for your magical, spiritual, whether it's baths or herbs, you can find at a local market. I also bought fava beans, okay, because I use these a lot in reguardos. These are good for luck. I bought 2 packages of rice flour. And when I'm making powders, portable spiritual powders, I use a lot of rice flour, and I mix it together with the rice flour. And it depends on the formulary, what I'm using it. So I also bought that. And then at the Spanish store, I bought 3 jars because I had a stock up of creolina. You can find creolina at Hispanic shop. This is known as, Americans use it as like tar water. It's good for purification, for removing black magic. You can find creolina also in Botanicas as La Bomba Santera. So I picked up 3 of these. I use this to cleanse and wash the floors, and then I, you know, just to remove. It's very strong aroma. It smells like tar water, but it breaks black magic, removes black magic. And then after I wash my floors down with creolina, I sweeten it up with mistolin or fabuloso, which is a Puerto Rican product that we, you know, just to give the house an aroma, or agua florida. But you can see that a lot of my spiritual supplies or magical herbs, I find these are just dried. These are just dried goods that I'm going to put in my cupboard. My mi botica, as we call it in Spanish, just to have it at handy, and you can find it at any market. So write your list down. You know, make sure you have a list. And check, I mean, you can go into a local occult shop, Botanica, but to me, I generally go to the market, supermarket, much cheaper. So like everybody else, I like to go to Botanicas, and I like to go to herb shops and all that. But again, go to your markets, check your supermarkets. You're going to find a lot of your magical and spiritual herbs and spices in a market. Allspice. Right here, or la malagueta dulce is good for protection. Okay, protection and courage. What do we have? We have oregano. Oregano is good for protection and tranquility. We have linden. Linden leaves ortilo is good for luck and fortune. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is good for prosperity, for strength, for protection. We have star anise or estrella. How do you call star anise? Anise estrellado. Star anise is good, really good for protection, for luck from the evil eye. In the back we have sesame seeds. Sesame seeds good for money, for abundance, for love. Bay laurel leaves, okay, hoja de laurel, that is good for purification, for banishing, for exorcisms. We have nutmeg or nuez moscada, which is good for luck and abundance. We have thyme, which I usually grow, but I needed some backup. And thyme, or what do you call thyme? Who cares? Thyme in Spanish, but it's good for purification and healing. I always get my sea salt for purification. I like coarse and fine. And these were like two of these for what, $4? So I picked 2 of those up. What else did I get? So I also picked up clavos. I like to pick up more clavos or this size, but of course I couldn't find none, so I picked this one. And clavos is good for, or cloves is good for money, wealth, and love. We have cardamomo. I love cardamomo. A little bit. This one's a little bit the most expensive one. And cardamom is good for love, passion, sexuality. I use this in a lot of my perfumes. What else did I get? Sesame seeds. No, I'm sorry, not sesame seeds. I picked up 2 poppy seeds. I do have sesame seeds, but I didn't buy it today. But poppy seeds is good for abundance, luck, love, money. And also, I picked up 2 fava beans associated with Saint Joseph. Is it Saint Joseph or Saint John? I think it's Saint Joseph. And these are good for, they're really lucky, you know. I use them in reguardos for abundance, for luck. And I picked up 2 bags. I placed these in, I have to buy the glass mason jars, and I place them in mason jars. And I just placed these in resguardos. This is what they look like with that little slip there. I bought rice flour. I didn't buy no cornmeal because I have enough cornmeal, but I bought 2 packs of rice flour because I use a lot of the rice flour, harina de arroz, when I'm making powders, polvos. And this I didn't pick up in the, I picked this up in the Hispanic market. Creolina for purification, for cleansing, for washing. So this is just a little quick supermarket haul. I always tell people, when you're going to buy a lot of your spiritual or magical ingredients for your formularies, for your powders, for your baths, make a list and check your supermarket. You'd be surprised at how many products you'll find there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please leave a comment down below. And if you want to see me do more magical, I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, magical supermarket shopping, I don't even know. If you want to see more videos on that, I will do so. I'm just stocking up because the winter's almost over and I need to stock up on a lot of my supplies. Like I said, I went to a store in Salem, Massachusetts, and when I go to those stores in Salem, Massachusetts, to those magical supply shops, I try to find things that I cannot find in supermarkets. My roots, my Adam and Eve's roots, my bat's heads, my lodestones, my John the Conqueror Root. But the rest I pick up in markets. So anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Please leave a comment down below. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. And if you want to see more videos on shopping with El Brujo for magical supplies, leave a comment down below. Sancista Brujo Luis. So I have a magical Botica. Botica is a cupboard where I keep all my magical herbs that I place in jars. I'm just placing away all the ones that I have bought today. Now since I don't have to jar these, I just keep them. There's no one that I bought. I just keep them in the jars, and I always try to keep stocked up. But I like to place them in mason jars so that I can see them. See, I try to keep it nice and stocked. I use a lot of malagueta allspice, so I picked up some more. And I don't think these guys are going to fit in here, so let's see. Maybe not. So I'm going to have to put that in a different cabinet. My clavos, my poppies, and my cardoman, which I could probably put in my magical Botica. Botica is a cupboard. I'm not going to be able to fit my sage. See, I like to put everything into glass bottles with a cork. But these I'm just going to leave as is. And the rest, let me see. My creolina will go into my magical cleaning. I don't keep this with food. Okay, so this will go with all my bleach and I can't wait. Anyway, my bleaches and all that. Sea salt, I will probably get a mason jar for that. I will get a mason jar for the 2 bags of fava beans, which I use in reguardos. And I will probably also get a mason jar for my rice flour and corn flours. And again, I use this a lot to bind powders. Polvos, my magical powders that I make in my formulary. So this is just my Botica, just for the stuff that I buy separately. So close it. And done. And there's all my other stuff that I keep up there from my magic. Alright, Sansis de Brujo Luis. Santo Sanse.